Hi everybody, it's Cindy, the Scrapologist on Etsy, and I'm here with the fourth video in my series, How to Use Your Scraps. This series is kind of dovetails the video that I did previously. In that video I showed you how I organize my workspace when I'm in the middle of a big project, how I organize my paper as I'm going along and my scraps. And then I showed you what I do with the cardstock scraps. So today we're working on the patterned paper scraps. I'm done with the lovely custom order that I was sending out. I shipped it out to Australia today, and I don't actually have a lot of scraps left, which is how I like to work. I'm going to do the scraps a little bit different today than I normally would, because with this project I had these scraps left over, but I also had some 12 by 12s left over and some pretty large pieces, as well as some stickers. So what I'm going to do with these scraps is actually put them together and make a kit for myself. So that, because I think I can make another mini album, or I can make a whole slew of cards, certainly, with what I have left over. So I'm going to make a kit, package it all up, and then on a rainy day or when I want to do a quick project, I have a collection pack all ready for a project. I love doing this. So I always have some of this 12 by 12 cellophane sticking around. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out, ooh, that glue is, I guess I'll do one at a time. My goodness. I'm just going to pull all of these out. Well, that one came out easy. That one I tore. Oh well. Okay, I paused it and pulled out all of the papers. Alright. So now these are going to go into my cellophane. If I can find the opening. There it is. Alright, that's going in there, along with, I just have a few stickers left. I like to keep them right on the sheet. They're easier to find that way. Stickers, and then these are large pieces that I don't want to cut up. This one has a saying on it, so I don't want to cut these up. I'll put these inside as well. And then I also had some cut-aparts left that came with the kit. What does that say? Oh, there we go. No, wait. Okay, yay. So I had a bunch of these, and I'm going to put these in the kit. Oops, there's another large piece. Alright, and set that aside for now, but look, I already have a wonderful kit to do another project with, and it's all organized, which is the way I like it. So last week I took my cardstock, my plain cardstock. I just had black and white for this kit. Excuse me. And I made some tags and I made some photo mats. The next thing I usually do is I go through and find I found a couple of scraps that already fit my tags perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on, a couple of these on. I'm not going to do a lot of this on camera because you already know these techniques. I'm just giving you some ideas. That's going on. It's funny how you'll find pieces that just fit perfectly. So I'll go through and I'll see if any already fit on the tags. Now, I'm not going to completely decorate these tags. Normally I would, but I don't know what I'm going to use this kit for yet. So I don't want to get too lavish. I might have a customer who wants me to throw some butterflies on or some sentiments or something. So I'm just getting the putting the cardstock on these tags. So I'll do a bunch of those. Then I like to I organize my scraps again. I kind of go through and look to see if there's anything I can use. For example, I really like this piece. I'll probably put that on a tag. So I'm going to put that over on my tags. This has the word "Live It" on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that right in my kit. I don't want to cut it apart. So I just go through my scraps and I see if there's something that I don't want to cut up. Now, if you did watch my video last week, you'll know that I always keep all of my really thin strips in one pile. And because I'm making a kit, I'm actually not going to do anything with these. You can watch a previous video as to what I do with these really thin strips when I want to cut them up. But where I'm making myself a kit, I want to keep these because I might end up doing something like I might want to, put a little strip across one of my tags. Quite often I have pages where I want a nice border to go down the side of the page. So I'm actually going to take all of these strips and put them in the kit. The next thing I'll do is just go through and organize my scraps to kind of see what I have. I like to organize them by shapes, sort of. I just kind of quickly do this, just to sort of see what I have. Here's one that ended up getting cut out of a piece of paper. I'm just going to throw that right in the kit. That's ready to go. Okay. So I'm not going to do that, waste your time organizing all these scraps, but that's normally what I would do. I did have some wider scraps, and I already put these through my Cricut machine. I have a die. I should get that. I have a couple of flower dies, kind of long ones, and these are both Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz. And so I went ahead and I cut some flowers. I liked both of these patterns, and I think you can probably see that. So I cut some flowers. I usually cut flowers out of 2 different papers. And I do that because with this particular die, you layer them. So I'll have a bunch of these, and you put a brad in the middle. So I have all kinds of these now, and these are just going to go in my kit. I'm not going to separate them. It just stores easier. So these are going in my kit. Now I have a whole bunch of flowers ready to go for that project. I also sometimes take some of my thin strips. I love this border punch. It's a scallop edge. This is the punch. I'm just showing you some of the tools that I usually use almost every time for my scraps. They just work really well. This particular punch goes with everything, so I like to use it. And sometimes I'll sit and make a bunch of these, and again, they look really nice on the top of tags or as borders for your pages. So sometimes I'll do that. I'm not going to do that for this particular one on camera, but I'll probably do a bunch of these. I also have some dies, some Thinlit, I think these are called Thinlit dies, that are my go-tos for my scraps. And this one makes photo mats or journaling cards, as well as this one. And then this one is a 3 butterfly set, and I really like this one because this butterfly actually has, I should have gotten that out too. Hang on. No, I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere to show to you, and now that it's out of its place, I can't find it. But anyway, this stamp set, this set right here has a stamp that actually goes with it. So you can cut this butterfly out and then stamp in the center of it. So I took some of the scraps and I made a couple of butterflies. And I'll usually make several of these butterflies. Sometimes I'll just do them in a plain color so that I can use that stamp and stamp the butterfly. So these are going in the kit. I also have a circle punch. I had made these for the project, the custom order, and then I decided not to use them, but sometimes I'll make these too. I have a small circle punch, and I'll punch out 4 circles, glue the circles together. That makes them a little more rigid if you glue 2 together. Take my little hole punch and punch holes, and then I have a closure if I have an envelope in the book. So for example, this would go on the envelope flap, and then you would figure eight some some twine or ribbon around for a closure. So since I made these and didn't use them, I'm putting them in the kit as well. So that's probably all I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go through and make a few more borders, and I'm going to find some more paper that already fits right on and make up some tags. But then all of it, once it's all organized, it's going to go in my kit here. And I've got a gorgeous kit for another project. So I encourage you to get out your scraps and see if you can make yourselves any collection packs from the scraps that you already have. And please subscribe below and hit like if you like the videos. I'm going to make a whole bunch more. So I thank you for your time. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.